Hello and welcome. In this video, let us learn about pseudo classes. And before we do that, let us learn few styling properties related to lists. Okay, I'm going to open up my website here. Okay, so this is my website. So let me open the style sheet. All right, yeah, so style sheet is open. Now let me open the HTML file in Notepad. Okay, yeah, so let me minimize this. Now first let me increase the font size of this. Okay, so this is, what is this? This is unordered list, right? So I want to increase the size of unordered list, so let me do that. UL, all right, UL, I'll say UL, and I'll say font size and let it be 20 pixels. All right, so let us see how big 20 pixel comes as. So let me save it, let me refresh it. Okay, so 20 pixel is good. Let me change it for this also. Okay, and we do it here. I'll put a comma, and this is ordered list, so I'll say OL, and I will save it. I will refresh it to get it in 20 pixels. Okay, now we have list here, correct? List. Let us change the appearance of these bullet points. Okay, so to change the appearance of bullet points, we have to use list style type. And do we have list elements li anywhere here? Yeah, we have it here. All right, so let me say list style type. Okay, list style type. So this is the property. So first let me remove it. To remove it, I'll say none. Okay, I'll say none. So let me save it and let me refresh it, and you can see all the bullet points have gone. Okay, so if you give value as none, then it removes all the bullet points. Okay, so next, circle. I'm going to save it, refresh it. So you can see we have circles here as bullet points. If we use disk, and save it, you can see you get filled circle. That's all. Okay, like this. Circle is white at the center, disk is black at the center. All right, so next we have square. Let us save that and refresh to get square bullet points. Okay, next, what do we have? We have uppercase alphabet. Okay, upper alpha. So I'll save it and I'll refresh it to get bullet points in upper alpha. Similarly, you have lower alpha. Okay, lower alpha. Let me save it, let me refresh it. Lower alpha, and I'm going quickly, but you have to practice this. I'll say upper Roman. Right, so let me save it, refresh it. Upper Roman number or Roman numeral, and lower Roman. Let me save it and refresh it to get it in lower numerals. All right, so this is one more property, list style type, and according to your requirement you can use this, but I am fine with the default one, so I'll delete that property and save it, refresh to get it as before. Okay, so you can explore the one that you want. All right, next let us take a case. I want to have this. Okay, number one, this in red color. Okay, I want this and this in red color. All right. So one way to do that is by assigning a class. So let us do that first before I show you how to use pseudo class. So I'll go to this. Okay, I'll go to this and I'll go to pregnancy and I'll create a class. Class is equal to, let me say, first. Okay, first. So pregnancy is done here. Next, let me do it for dizziness. I'll say class is equal to first. Okay, class equal to first. And let me save this. Let me save this. And now let me go to style. Let me go to style. And here, let me say first. Alright, first. And here I'll say color. And let me use a value. Alright, I'm not going to use RGB or hexadecimal. I'll just say red. And let me close it. Okay, so I'll save this and refresh it to get this and this in red color. Okay, this and this in red color. Now this is one way to do it, but this is not an effective way because we have something called as pseudo class, which makes this easier. Okay, so first let us look at it. So I'm going to go to this and delete this. Okay, delete this, delete this, save this, go to style, delete this and save it and refresh it. So I have it as I had before. Okay, so now using pseudo class, okay, I'll say li because I'm trying to style list element, correct? And then we have to use colon and we will be using first child pseudo class. Alright, first child. So li because we are trying to style list element selector, and then we need to use colon, and then this is our pseudo class. I'll tell you what this does later. Alright, so first child is done, this only this much, and then I'll open the bracket and I close the bracket, and here I'll say color and red. Okay, color and red. So let me save this, and let me refresh it to get this and this in red color. Okay, so we have these three in red color without writing any classes or without having to write any class codes. We just wrote this and we were able to get or style these three elements, correct? Now let us try to understand this. What is this? We changed our selector. Okay, so we said li, so this is our selector, and then we used the pseudo class first child. Now what this does is it selects the first child element, list element of its parents class. Okay, so let me go here to the HTML code and explain it. Alright, so this list element is the first child of the parent OL. This is the second child of this parent. This is the third child of this parent. This is the fourth child of this parent. Okay, this parent. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Alright. Similarly, confusion or disorientation is the first child of this. Okay, first child list element of this. Similarly, this is second, third, fourth and fifth. And if we go here, pregnancy is the first child list element of this parent element. Similarly, li, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, and here when I said li first child, it selects all the first child list elements of its parent. Okay, of its parent. So this is what, this is one, this is one, and this is one more. So these three are selected when I say li first child, and so those three elements are colored in red. Okay, colored in red. Okay, so this is how we use pseudo class. Now we can say last. Okay, last child. So let me save it. So last is this, and weak pulse. Okay, so those three will be colored now. Sorry, not 4, we had 7. Alright, 7. So weak pulse, fatigue and severe infections are the last child of their respective parents, and so they will be selected. Okay, now you can have this too. You can say nth child. Alright, so we have first child, we have last child, but what about in betweens? Okay, in betweens. So you can say nth child, and inside brackets pass the value. So I'll say 2. That means all the second child will be selected. Okay, so let me save it and let me refresh it to get nutritional, fainting, rapid in red color. Similarly, if I say 3 here, and save it, all the third elements will be selected. Okay, and if I say E1 here, and save it, all the even numbered list elements will be in red. Okay, second, fourth, sixth, eighth, and so on. Similarly, if you say odd here, okay, odd here, and refresh it, so first, third, fifth, and others will be selected. Okay, so first, third, fifth, again this is first, third, fifth, and so on. All right, and let us style using this. Let me say even red, and let me copy this and paste it here, and I'll say odd. Okay, odd, and I'll say green. Okay, so let me save it and let me refresh it, and you can see even and odd list elements are colored in green and red color. Alright, so this is the pseudo class. Alright, and we generally use this with links, okay, hyperlinks, and that is what we will be doing in the next video. Alright, so now go ahead and practice all the codes that we have learnt in this video. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.